Hey guys, today I am doing a spring smoky eye. This is a really simple and easy look. I'm using about 4 colors, I think, this whole tutorial for my eyes. I'm using the Lorac Unzipped palette. I purchased this at Ulta a few months ago. Sadly, I don't use it as much as I thought that I would because I have a shopping problem when it comes to makeup, and I just buy stuff and I use it, and so I actually planned on using this a lot more, so that's why it still has like the sticker and stuff on it. I've had it forever and I barely use it, but this is a great palette. You get this at Ulta for about $40, and it does come with an eye primer. This is actually really good if you do like Urban Decay's primer potion. You will also like this, and it's actually a pretty big sample. So anyway, this palette is super great. It has, you know, some of your brown tones right here. It's got some plums. There we go, some plums, and then you have some shimmer base tones as well as an eyebrow highlight. We're only going to be working with 4 colors from this palette, and that's going to be your eyebrow highlight as well as, you know, some of these colors right here. Yeah, super easy tutorial, and when it comes to springtime, you do want to stick with like the lighter and brighter colors. You're not wearing, you know, dark, black, plum, you know, so forth. So you definitely want to go a little bit lighter on the eyes as well, and that's why I like using purples in the springtime for my smoky eye, because it's still deep enough that it gives you that sultry, smoked out look, but not like too much like black, like my last video. That was a little dark, but it's okay. It's still technically winter, right? Yeah. So anyway, I hope you guys like this tutorial. Alright, so we're going to go ahead and start off with a bare face. Yeah, super pretty, I feel ya. And I do have a beautiful little blemish on my forehead that likes to be very pink today. So I'm using Lorac's eye primer, just like I was talking about a few minutes ago. Just priming my eyelids before I get started. So then on a flat top brush, I am using MAC's Pro Longwear Foundation, and this is an NC30. I'm actually typically not a fan of MAC foundations, but I figured I'd give this a try. I was in there and I was like, yeah, I'll take it. And I actually really like it. It stays all day and it doesn't make me that oily, which I was very surprised about. Alright, so we're going to use Unconditional. We're taking that on a blending brush, however you want to say it. It's like a mauve color, really pretty. We're just going to take that all around in the crease. You can be sloppy with it, it's cool. So then we're using Unspoken. It's like this nice brown taupe shade, and we're using this with an angled crease brush. So you're just going to actually buff this out just in the crease and just on the lid area. Then using Unbridled, we are going to use a flat top shadow brush and just kind of make a V on the inner and outer corner. I know it looks super crazy, but it's cool. It'll all work out in the end. Alright, we're going to use that same blending brush that we used when we went in with Unconditional, and we are just going to buff that out. There's no shadow on this brush, just a brush to blend. Then going back in with Unconditional, we are using another flat top brush, and we are just going to put that on the middle of the eyelid. Next, we are using Undercover. And that is our eyebrow highlight. I'm just taking this on a small shadow brush. Then I'm going back in with a flat top brush using Unconditional, that mauve color, back under the eye, and you can be pretty sloppy. It really doesn't matter. We're going to go in and clean it up. Then I'm going in with my L'Oreal Lacquer Liner. This is in black. I'm just going to bring that from the outer corner to the inner corner, back and forth, and you'll see me kind of go over it and reapply it just to make sure that it is totally covered and it's nice and smooth. After, I'm going to go in with a purple eyeliner. This is just one I got from Walgreens from Jordana. So just to give it a little bit of a extra pop of color. Then I'm using an eyebrow pencil. I picked this up at Sally's. This is a natural blonde shade. I was actually getting ready to dye my hair back to my natural, but things kind of went a little bit differently. It is what it is. We're just going to work with it. So I'm just filling in my eyebrows. Obviously, I so need to do them. They are way overdue. Here I am taking a foundation brush and I'm going in with Benefit's Girl Meets Pearl. It's a liquid luminizer. I am in love with this stuff. Next, I'm going to go in with MAC's Prep and Prime. This is Light Boost. Just like my last video, I'm just going in and highlighting all the areas that I want to be highlighted. So obviously Cupid's bow above the brow, and if you have any blemishes, I also like to put it, obviously as you can see, I went ahead and I put it on the little beautiful thing that's on my forehead. Buffing that out with a flat top brush, and then I'm going to take my fingers and do all the precise areas. Using my MAC Pro Longwear Concealer, I'm going to go in and conceal any areas that I want. Obviously, I like to get rid of my freckles. There's nothing wrong with them. I just like to conceal them. I call it the 2-for-1. My fiance gets me without makeup at night, and he gets me with a full face during the day. It's like having 2 fiancés, right? Yeah. It works. I'm using a damp beauty blender to blend all of it out, just to smooth it out, and so that there's no harsh lines and it blends in perfectly. Then I'm going to go back in with a small foundation brush or concealer brush, go in on the side of my nose and just make sure everything is buffed out and no brush lines. Then for bronzer, we are using MAC's Golden. So I'm just using a nice fluffy brush and I'm going into the hollows of my cheeks and buffing that all out. We're going to bring it up to the forehead as well. Make sure you put it on your neck. You want everything to match. Don't want to miss that. And then I'm actually using the same bronzer, just a smaller brush. And I'm going in on the sides of my nose and underneath my chin just to define my areas a little bit more. Then going in with Lorac's Tantilizer. This is the dark brown bronzer, and this is on a Technique brush that I picked up at Ulta. It's a pretty stiff brush and I absolutely love it for contouring. I'm just going to bring that into the hollows of my cheeks, back up to my forehead, so the contour really blends in and nothing too crazy looking. Using Cargo's blush, and this is in Los Cabos. I actually got this in a, I want to say it was an ISPY bag that I got. I love it. Then going back in with Lorac's Tantilizer. This is the illuminator that is in it. I adore this stuff. It's great. To set my makeup today, I'm using MAC's Skin Finish, and this is in medium. I'm using MAC's Zoom Lash as my mascara today. The mascara is getting a little chunky. It's probably time for me to get a new one, but this is such a great mascara. It's buildable, and it still gets them thick enough and also builds them to a great length. So if you want to make it a little bit more dramatic, I'm going in with lashes. These are from the Kiss Featherlight collection, and these are in Sultry. Just using some Ardell glue, and I'm applying them with tweezers. So you'll see that I will actually, once they're on, kind of squeeze them closer to the lash line. I'm going back in with a flat top brush using unconditional. I'm just going to darken that up just a tad bit because I want it to be a little bit more smoked out. Now for lips, I'm going in with my Jordana liner, and this is a natural shade. Then for the lip color, I'm using Pop Beauty. I recently got this in my last ISPY bag, and this color is in Peony petal? Peony petal? I don't know. So now that my eyelash glue has dried, I'm just going over the lash line and making sure that it is all blended out. And this is just with a little bit of eyeliner, same gel liner that I used, and just blend it all out. So I hope you guys enjoyed this look, and don't forget to subscribe.
Shades right there, and then some socks. I hate going back and forth with the camera. This is so confusing. Everything is supposed to be opposite. Ah! The shade's nothing. Really? 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 Finish this up. Nothing. Okay, so I think I've said all of it. I don't know where it was. Do you want to get those squirrels?